Hey guys, welcome back to our Kennesaw State Dynasty. We have a big week ahead of us this week. It is a home game, and we got some prospects coming to visit this week. It's all four of these guys. Nick Johns, that QB 5-star recruit that we want to come to our school. He is coming this week. We also have Frederick Brannon. He's a left guard. We have Tyler Longoria and Nathan Staymates. So those four guys are Nick Johns, the 5-star QB that we really want on this roster. We have the wide receiver Tyler Longoria for him to throw to that should commit after this game pretty much regardless. Nathan Staymates, that 4-star gem running back, also has a great chance of committing after this week. And then we have Frederick Brannon, who's a guard that's also going to be pretty close. They're about the same as where Nick Johns is in that top three, almost breaking into the top 3 stage. So hopefully after this week we should be in great opportunity here to be able to get a lot of these high ranking players. But guys, it's time to wear the all gold unis because we are playing at home against Georgia Southern. This is a big game in Georgia because this is the completion of our Georgia circuit as we have taken down the other 2 Georgia teams that we have played. Georgia Tech last week was a doozy of a game, but Tavares Jones has been absolutely lighting it up. And I just checked too, he is actually officially the rushing leader for single game. He broke the record. The previous record was 427 yards in a game. He had 429 last week. So if you didn't see that, definitely go check it out. It was an absurd game, but hopefully he can continue to assert his dominance on these teams, because we're going to be seeing what happens the next week. Oh my lord, a power back hitting that? Oh, so they've got O.J. Arnold for their running back. Looks like an 87 overall. Looks like he could be a pretty solid player. See what they have. They got the split backfield with 2 running backs in the lineup. He's going to run to the outside of Danellis Johnson. He's going to meet him there immediately. We are really liking this 3-3-5 defense. We've been playing, I feel like, a lot better since getting rid of the last coordinator and getting a new defensive setup. It's going to be interesting to see how we fare against a heavy run team, if they're just going to continue to pound the rock, which they have in years past, and seem like they're going to continue to be that style of offense now. Going to bring these guys down a little bit. And they're going to run the ball again, and we are going to be there for another stop. It's 3rd and 3. Sending the blitz on 3rd and short. Can we get there? We are going to do it. Kai Stokes making an excellent tackle to bring up the punt team. Danellis was just a little bit too slow to get there himself and be able to bring him down, so I'm glad we had the extra help. As we're going to get a chance to return here with Tykeem Wallace. He's going to make a nice move. Gets to the outside. He's fast, but he's not quite fast enough to get all the way out there, but it's a great return nonetheless. So back out on the field with Tavares Jones. Going to try immediately to get the ball in his hands, and we're going to lose 2 yards. Ethan Vasco really did not have to be used much at all last week in our game. It was all running pretty much the whole time. Wow, what a move to be able to use his blockers to set up that first down. It's a rainy game, so this could be a little bit more fumble prone. So hopefully that does not happen. Oh, just couldn't get a great block on the outside there, or else that could have been a very nice run. And we will see what is up here on 2nd down and 8. Gonna try to stay in this pistol train formation. We really like that run. Oh, just couldn't get around 71 again. Change of direction, quite harder here in this one. Going to just throw that off. He couldn't really get a great throw, but hit as he threw it. We're going to have to bring up the punt team there. Couple bad engagements where we just couldn't plant our foot in the dirt and get to the other side of the blocker. Kept basically running into the blockers. That's kind of going to be something we're going to have to deal with here in the rain, as we can't plant as quickly as before. There we go. We narrowed them down really well, and that is a huge tackle at the 2-yard line of TFL. We're going to send it again. To be honest, we're sending it again. See if we can get a safety to open up this game. Would be great, and we're going to get it. There's nothing doing there. Another huge blitz. Tylen Dunlap does go down, though. but an excellent job from the defense to bring up a safety, and we get the ball back. I'll have to keep you guys up to date with the Tylen Dunlap injury. I don't know much about it yet. It's a little too early. A motion Christian Moss over. It is a zone play. He is going to knife his way forward for 5 yards. We just did kind of a pseudo motion play. We're going to do it again, but this time actually hand the ball off to Christian Moss, as he will get a nice gain outside, and the juke move wasn't enough, but we will pick up that first. It is 1st and 10 then. Going to have a blitz. Good pickup on the blitz. Connor Feiner getting that first down. Good recognition from our quarterback to be able to hit that throw on the money in the face of pressure. And we're going to go back to the read option this time. Going to hand it off to our star running back, who gets 8 yards up the middle. Not really trying necessarily to drain clock, but just get some of it down here on the running. And that is a good run from Tavares Jones. He gets another first down carry. 1st and 10 then. Going to scramble out of the pocket and just have to throw that one away. Didn't know if we could hit him off the back foot with that. Really liking the look of this bubble over here. Gonna throw it to Nathan Leacock, who's going to put his head down and just get into the end zone. Great job from him to score his first touchdown of the season. And we are going up by, let's see, what, 9-0. It's an odd score for us, but hey, we'll take it. I almost feel like on one of these I want to send some more blitzing, but just because I feel like it's a run all the time. And I didn't that time, but they only got 2. Pinching our line in case they end up sending another blitz. Or not blitz, if they keep running the ball. And they will, and we are just right there for nothing again. I almost kind of want to put strip ball on too with the rain in here. Oh, looks like they are potentially going for a pass now, so we're going to pass commit off of this. Still have our line pinched just in case, make it a little harder for them. And that is a throw right to Sidney Porter, who's going to get the pick. Is he he's going to take that thing to the house all the way for a touchdown. Sidney Porter gets a pick 6. Our defense is standing tall against this Georgia Southern team. And on 1st down, they're just going to dump it off, and he gets a nice catch, actually. We're going to call a blitz, I think, here on this next down. Don't know if it's going to be great or not. Danellis gets through some people. Huge hit from Markel Redding to hold him. We're going to press our guys back to our cover 4 for our run defense. Kind of expecting a run here. Not going to run commit, though. Excellent. It's 4th and 1. Huge tackle. Huge tackle from our guys, making the plays we need to. I'm kind of expecting they might go for this. All right, they did not go for it, so that's fine. Gonna punt it off to Tykeem. Can we get something? He almost broke one out last time. He actually might have done it this time. I don't think the punter's gonna catch him. It's gonna be a touchdown for Tykeem Wallace, and we are busting the score open early. So pretty much the whole defense just on fire after that last play. Sidney Porter taking it pretty much to the house. We blitz them all, and they're just gonna mug the running back in the backfield. Kinda expected some sort of pass. They did end up running it. I feel like the fact that our linebackers are getting tired because of how many hits they've been using so far in this game. It's 3rd down now. It is going to be a screen pass. Can we get out there in time? Excellent job. Danellis Johnson. Gonna bring up the punt team. They will punt it away, and Tykeem Wallace making a great play early. Oh, you're trying to use the blockers there, and you just couldn't get it that time. I think what we're going to do is go right back to the option game. See if we can get him with it. Going to be a quick pitch to Tavares Jones. Oh my goodness. He's going to take this thing all the way to the end zone. Tavares Jones adding to his dominance as we're going up by 30 points. 30 points in the first quarter, guys. That is absolutely insane. We are running away with this one at home. Averaging 10.5 yards per play. We're going to send another blitz, I think, because they just have not been able to pick it up. Plus, they've been running so much that it's been highly effective. Exactly. That's another TFL. Going back to their trip setup, so we're going to go back into the Palms. See what they do for us. Going to run the ball. Oh, that was a nice hole that they ran through there. Big hit later on down the field, but a great run from O.J. Arnold. Come out and looking like a lighter box, but we're going to send kind of a nickel blitz this time. Oh, that's good running. We were really trying to set that outside contain. He ends up just cutting up field for a nice gain. Gonna end up pressing because I feel like they're not really passing the ball at all, basically. And Danellis is going to be there to shoot that gap and get him for a 3rd and 1. Even though they're in 4 wide, I'm still going to do press. And that is an excellent tackle. He could have got that first. He tried to bump it outside, and he made the absolute wrong decision. As we're going to stop them there. They don't get to midfield, and they have to punt the ball off again to the all-dangerous Tykeem. They're going to angle that out of bounds well. I think we keep the ball on the ground. Go back to the read option game. Going to... Oh, that was close there. Always a tough situation whenever we get in positions like this. If we just start chewing clock immediately. Wow, what a play. Tavares Jones, looking like we were going to lose yards, ends up gaining a handful. 3rd down now. Oh, just hit as he threw it. I think we might have had Nathan Leacock on a deep route there. End up having to punt that one away here on 4th downs. We'll see what the angled punt does. Oh, it looked like he almost bobbled that one. Wow, 3 straight hit sticks in a row. Knock him out of bounds. If they're going to play this many running backs, we're going to go back into our penny formation. A little heavier set. Should be great for that. Danellis Johnson's going to get another TFL. He's been an animal today. Press our defense down to stop the run. And they're not going anywhere. Another TFL. We're going to send a little blitz here on 3rd and long. Don't want to give him a lot of time in the pocket to get anything out. And he's just going to throw that in the back of the offensive lineman, and it is a punt. Good pressure. Defense looking solid here. Let's not run into the kicker. We don't want to do anything to change our momentum with a penalty like that. Gonna go right back out to a screen play. Try to see how it does for us. Get the guys open in space. And get a nice gain of 8. Can get a little halfback stretch in here. See how that does for us. That is a great amount of space for Tavares Jones. And he is going to get finally taken out. He's got over 100 yards on 10 carries again. I go out in formations like this, and all these heavy sets, they don't have enough bodies outside to even have a remote chance of getting everybody. As it wasn't Tavares that time, but Juan Kindred will get 4 out of it. See if we can mix it up into a RPO. We can't really. We'll just get back to the line of scrimmage there. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Going to have a solid throw to Christian Moss and a 1st down. What a throw. Motion Leacock inside. Going to just dump that one off to Jones down low, and he will pick up the 1st down. 1st and 10 again, and he definitely ran the wrong route. The RPO guy just went on a streak on that one. It was not exactly what we were going for, but go back to our jet touch pass this time. See if we can hit Christian Moss with it. We will be able to. Oh, he can't quite fight for the goal line there, but we get to the 3. 2nd and goal. Gets an open man. It's a touchdown to Gabriel Benyard, and that's a nice little passing touchdown for Ethan Vasco, and we're going to push the score even more. So are they actually going to pass the ball? That is the question. We're up 37-0, and they are not yet going to pass the ball. They are still relying on the ground game. See if we can blitz on this play. Oh, and they did actually throw the ball, but they only get a yard out of it. Going back to our heavy formation, we're going to bring down the guys on the running backs. In case this is a run on 3rd down. It is not a run. It is right out to the running back, but we saw that from a mile away, and there's nothing doing. It's another punt. They did not wait for the 2-minute warning. I'm kind of surprised by that. I really thought they would. And we will just take what we can get there and go to the 2-minute warning. Thing is, if we can score some points here before the 2-minute warning, it will really go a long way in helping this. That is a great job from Tavares Jones getting out the line for 9 yards and a pickup. 2nd down now. He's got a wide open Nathan Leacock, and he's going to be in for a touchdown. A huge play from him to burn the corner off the sideline, and he just goes all the way into the end zone. So I don't even know what to say, to be honest. I mean, this team is just playing a full different brand of football right now. And that is going to be only 3 yards on the little curl. 2nd down and 7. It is going to be another just 3-yard curl. So if we're doing that, then we're going to send it here. Oh, no! He just missed it. He threw it right to where that linebacker was. Such a risky pass, ends up working out so well for them. 55 seconds left in this one. He's going to just dump it off to the tight end, who gets a handful more. Go with our mid blitz. Worked pretty well for us last year. See what it does for us this year. Is it's going to be a sack out of it. Perfect job. They're going to end up trying to call a timeout to salvage some of this time, but it's 44-0, boys. We're going to expect the run. Kind of back off some of our guys a little bit. Don't want to get destroyed over the top. And that is going to be intercepted by Kai Stokes. Can he take this thing back? He's got some speed, and he is going to be knocked out at the 20-yard line. We could put more points up here. I think what they don't expect is to hit him with the good old option. I think there's no way they expect that. Going to... Oh, no. To Juan. We have one guy. 2nd down and 11. Wide open again. We're going to have to call our first timeout, though. Not a fan of only throwing that flat route, but he's looking good. Christian Moss is going to get some yards. We'll call our 2nd timeout, and we are pretty close to the end zone here, guys. 1st and goal. Gonna throw it. It's a touchdown to Bohannon, and that's another score. The extra point is up, and it is good. 51-0 here at the half, basically. We're gonna try to squib this thing, see if we can get some of the time off this clock. And if we can make a tackle. All right, drained enough times down to 2 seconds. Should be able to just Hail Mary, 3-man deep this thing, and take us to the half. Let's see if we can not allow something on it. We're going to take Barron all the way back so we have something. And it is up, and oh, it almost got intercepted off the tip. But halftime is way different than I thought it was going to be. I was not expecting a 51-0 halftime score. I can honestly say that, as Tavares Jones has been going off again today, having 125 yards on just 13 carries and a touchdown, and has some yards in the receiving game. So the real story, though, also just this defense, though. I don't know where this came from at all. But this defense, we were just playing like ball hawks out there right now. Georgia Southern has absolutely no idea what to do against us yet. So we get the ball to start the half. So we're going to have to try to see about milking some of this clock, because we need to pretty much end this game so we don't allow so many points. Go back to the train, go back to our power O. That's been working pretty well for us in this season. As long as we get that initial block, gets about 3 yards on that, we'll take that. Like to get a little bit more read option in here. Oh, just really one guy to beat. Should have tried to do some sort of move on him. 3rd down and 7, though. Oh, it's so bad. He was wide open, but the pass was a completely errant pass, and that is a punt. Unfortunate for sure, because we definitely had the right schemed up play there and would have had a huge, about 15, 20-yard thing on there, but he's going to rough the kicker. So to make matters worse for them, they're giving us a 1st down, and we're just going to be able to choose some more clock. Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Well, give us another opportunity. Might as well hit him with the option again on this. It's actually might not even be me. Oh, now it is. Oh, wow. We were able to hold off a whole lot longer on it and get a huge gain to Tavares Jones. I hope he didn't go out of bounds. I feel like he did, though, somehow. No, he did not. Perfect. Okay. I wanted to just barely stay in bounds. Out of that, we're just going to keep milking some clock, but we're getting down the field so well on some of these runs. Should be able to try to hit that hole on the inside. It would definitely be cool if we could get this off tackle play to work pretty well. I don't think we can move any of these tight ends. I don't know if we have really time for it. Maybe the hole is the other side? We'll try the other side, potentially. 3rd and 8. No, wow, just immediate shed from the D end, and we're surprisingly going to have to punt that? Maybe just because of... I don't know. I'm not sure if we have that as a field goal. It's kind of unfortunate if we don't. But we'll punt it away. He hit us again. Even better because we messed up the punt. But 2 in a row? That's absurd. I mean, at this point, they just want us to score points. There's, like, I don't even know what else to say about it. Go back to some inside zones. Good running from Tavares to 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 call. We're going to go back to the screen pass. They did not expect that in the slightest. Great spin move from Tavares Jones. We're at the 1st and goal. 1st and goal here. We'll fake that. Hand it off to Tavares. He couldn't really find a good spot there. But this one might be excellent for this jet pass. We're actually doing the jet pass this time. And they are so bunched up the middle. That should be a wide open touchdown. Christian Moss is in for a touchdown. So really, we should have punted the ball away twice on that drive, but instead we come away with 7 points because of 2 careless special teams penalties from Georgia Southern. And guys, if I'm seeing that right, the little stat on the top screen while I was choosing my play said that we have 5 passing touchdowns. If so, that is a record for Kennesaw State for most passing touchdowns in a game. Old record was 4 touchdowns from a few seasons ago. And so this would be the first time we broke this record. So that would be an awesome achievement for Ethan Vasco to have. Didn't realize he had that many already. That is going to be a good fake to hand that off for the inside zone. Looks like they're going back to 4 wide. Are they actually going to pass the ball? That is the question. Looks like it's a screen play. Oh, we just over-pursued slightly, and they're going to get the 1st down. Change of direction, not quite good enough on that one. I feel like we send this. And they're gonna run the ball. Not doing anything there. Is it right back to the line of scrimmage? Nothing. Press our guys, bring them a little closer to the line. Another one of these. Oh, we just also over pursued that a little bit, or it could have been a pick. 3rd down. Going to just drop it off, and there's no shot he gets a 1st on that one, as that is another punt situation. So probably going to be able to basically put the backups in here very soon, if not already. Tavares getting us another 7-yard gain. And we're going to be basically trying to milk out the rest of this quarter, ideally. Oh, that's a terrible play. I should not have done that. Oh, I don't even want to say anything about that one. That was 100% me. Well, try to run it again, I guess. Definitely should not have thrown that pass. Even saw him running in from a mile away. Just, I don't know. All right, well, back to the ground game. Can we snap it? Thank you. Gonna get upfield to 3rd and 5. So far, our reliable play has been this little mesh setup. Nope, not going to be this time. He fumbled the Ethan. Don't even know what to say. We are kind of unraveling right now, and we need to do something to stop this. Gonna be... Oh, he breaks the tackle. Woo, okay, that was close. Going to run the... Wow, I was wide open for a complete everything run blitz. All right. Well. So right now, Ethan Vasco is basically allowing them to have 14 points unanswered in like a minute. Can we not do that, guys? We had a complete shutout, and we gifted them 14 points. So let's not do that. Let's just run the ball. That's all we want to do. Back to the ground game. Good run for 2 yards. 2nd down. Going to drop that one off to Tavares Jones. Gets a good run to the outside. Oh, he actually might take that thing all the way. He is going to take that in for a huge touchdown. That's like a 70-yard touchdown. wow, Tavares is just so great on the outside there. His speed and his acceleration just make the difference on this team. Might have to just do nothing but inside runs, because we haven't been breaking inside runs for huge touchdowns, because ideally we could just run the rest of the clock out on the next possession. Shouldn't be unreasonable for us to be able to run it out in one more possession. Oh, that's a good find. That's a good find. Jericho really messed up on that one. We just weren't expecting a pass, to be honest. Haven't really passed the ball much at all today, and when they have, it's been literally that, 2-yard curls. Which, I mean, I'll give them all day. They can have that as much as they want. It's going to take them 15 years to get down the field to score a touchdown. That was a good find, too. Good find. 12 yards. Probably their biggest pass completion of the day. We'll play underneath now. And, wow, he holds on to that. That's crazy, actually. See if we can maybe press underneath. Play real aggressive style. And just an incomplete throw out of bounds. 3rd and 6. Oh, that guy was open, but he missed the throw. All in all, very, very happy with our defense today. I feel like all the points that were scored, nothing was even on the defense, to be honest. I mean, you can't just pick up the ball on the 5-yard line and expect to not put up points. So, excellent job from the defense. I rate them an A+ for this game. I don't put those 14 points on them whatsoever. And, jeez, he's an animal pushing the pile. Offensively, overall, I'd say good. We had a couple of those miscues at the end there that were not ideal, to say the least. But all in all, I think our offense did do really, really well. We pretty much scored at will on this team. And other than those little mistakes early on, it wasn't really anything that was the offensive problem. And Tavares Jones is just running down the sideline for a huge gain on 3rd down. Down to the 2-minute warning, should be able to just run the rest of this thing out. Oh, unfortunate that he hit an offensive lineman, or else he might have taken that thing all the way. Anywho, 65-14 final score. Huge win for us. And, I mean, we'll take that. I was not expecting that, to be honest. And Tavares Jones is still averaging over 10 yards a carry, getting 263 and 2 touchdowns today. He was a man on a mission yet again, holding them to 238 yards of offense. And it was even less than that if it wasn't for that last play of the game where they got like a 50-yard pass completion. Ethan Vasco, 16 for 22, 190 yards, 5 touchdowns and a pick. We don't want to talk about the pick. It was the worst thing I've ever thrown in my life. Tavares Jones, 25 rushes, like I said, 263, 2 touchdowns. Crazy day for him. Juan Kindred solid on the backup role at 7 for 42. Receiving-wise, Nathan Leacock finally got that nice, huge touchdown play at a 49-yard touchdown catch and got his 2nd touchdown also of the season. Basically 2 catches, 2 touchdowns for him. That's awesome. Tavares Jones having also 56 yards receiving. Christian Moss getting those 5 catches for 46 and a touchdown too. 4 TFLs for Danellis Johnson, 3 for Baron Hobson, and 3 for Sidney Porter. We had quite a bit of those. Only 1 sack from Mylao Fox, 2 picks, Kai Stokes and Sidney Porter, both getting picks. Sidney Porter being able to return that forward touchdown was pretty awesome to see. And a couple pass deflections like we saw over there with Jan and Danellis. And then we also have now an upgrade for our coach. I think the best move here is probably to go for defensive backs. I think we're going to be needing a defensive back overhaul here pretty soon. So I'm going to do 2 upgrades just to give us a little extra for our recruiting actions. That should help us out a bit. And then we'll advance to the week. But I'm super excited to see what's going to happen with those recruits. Considering we had a big win, it should be a blowout bonus. Hopefully it gives us a considerable amount bonus for that week and get a couple commits. Look at that. Frederick Brannon, the left guard, is on Kennesaw State Owl, that 4-star guard. I'm super pumped about him. Tyler Longoria, so excited about Tyler Longoria. He's going to be amazing for us. And look at that. Nathan Staymates did do it. The running back commits. We'll have to see where this quarterback is too, because we got to be close. Sidney Porter, defensive player of the week for the Conference USA. We'll take that. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, look at that. He's actually National Defensive Player of the Week. It's crazy. Yeah, so we are all but committed with Nick Johns. Literally should be this very week after we beat the FCS team. Hopefully we beat them, but he should commit to us immediately right after. And look at that, just all those abilities right out the gate. It's going to be pretty nice. Nathan Staymate's that running back that we committed. He's got 360 and fan favorite already. He's got 94 speed, which is going to be a huge thing. He's even faster than Tavares Jones. And if we think Tavares Jones is an insane elusive back, this man's going to be at a whole other level on top of him. So excited to have him join the team. Wide receiver Tyler Longoria committed to us. He's got 98 speed, 95 excel. He's got shifty, layout, takeoff, all the abilities we want. Team player, best friend, everything. Spec catch 89. This guy's going to be a beast for years to come on this team. Frederick Brandon, we don't know much about him yet, but we're excited for a 4-star guard. We now can hard sell Marco Davis and give him a visit. I don't know if we even need to give him a visit, though, to be honest. Nobody else is really going for him. I would just hate to have someone start going for him late. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes for now. We're going to give him the full hard sell, soft sell, give him everything. We're going to offer scholarships to everyone who does not have a scholarship offer that's not being recruited by somebody else currently. See if we can get some of that passive interest flowing in. Going to schedule a visit for the right outside linebacker. We know he really likes playing style. We're going to schedule him for week 7. It doesn't give us a ton of points because it's a lower rated school than us. But hopefully we can kind of ball out and kind of get a ton of points and hopefully pass up Georgia Tech for this guy. I don't think they're going after him that hard, especially for this late in the season. So we have the points to do it. So we're just going to send some extra points their way and see how we can do. I don't know if any of these guys are even going after Richard Dubose, but I feel like it's worth putting this visit in here. We get the complimentary visit bonus, and it could basically just give us potentially both of those backers right at the same time, which would be amazing. Might actually not go so hard on Marco here. I might just do a hard sell. I really want to get a few points back if possible. Probably take the 5 points off of him. I'll leave everything else on there. We should be able to get that commit. That's going to give us 40 points. Then, so with the extra 40 points, so we have Richard Dubose, the linebacker. He is in a week 7 visit. We also have Ty Emery, the right outside linebacker. He's also on a week 7 visit. So we have 40 more points. We could put Justice Everett, the free safety, on one, theoretically. I don't think I'm worried about these two guys down here. Not worried enough about Marco Davis yet. It's either going to be Dylan Griggs or Justice Everett. I feel like the move is probably Dylan Griggs. I feel like we definitely need that 4-star corner. And it doesn't really look like much of anyone's even going after Justice at this point. Looks like just Tulsa has an offer on him and they're adding a little bit of points. Whereas Griggs, both Wyoming and Tulsa are going after him, and they're actually a little bit closer to me. So there we are. We're going to schedule Griggs for a visit as well. Talk about playing style for all of them. That's going to get 3 visits, all in week 7, which should be about solid timing for us. Because it is week 6 now. After we play against FCS, then it's immediately the visit week. We should be fairly close to getting into the top 3 stage on both of those, or all 3 of those guys. And then having a nice visit on top of it, if we end up blowing them out, should go a huge way in getting us the potential to sign all those guys. And Nick Johns should hopefully sign with us here after going to next week as well. We just have to remember then we need to reallocate those points back into Clay and some of these other guys, Marco Davis, Justice Everett then. We have a couple other 4-stars that we need to kind of lock up here as we're going to be kind of flirting with them for a little bit. I think there's another left outside linebacker too that we need to reallocate some points to after next week when we get those 40 points back, potentially even getting another 65 points back. So we'd get like almost 200 points back next week, which would be crazy. We would max everybody else, and if we need a couple more visits, we could add them in, but we're looking pretty solid so far. So looking at our conference standings so far for this year, this is still a little early because not a lot of us have even played any conference games yet. But we're sitting at 5th in conference play, undefeated at 3-0. Liberty is the only other team that has a undefeated record. And somehow Sam Houston is first in conference just because they have that one conference win, although they're sitting at 1-4. But we completed the Georgia circuit, actually knocking off all 3 teams and pretty much winning in dominating fashion against all of them. Georgia Tech did start coming back towards the end of the last half, but I mean, we really have been playing a dominant brand of football. We've been doing a run-first style team. That is how we're trying to build this team. That's how we are geared and ready to fight. And we're going to be playing against FCS East next week, who is also a run-dominant team. So hopefully should be able to breeze through that one. And it's starting this nice long home stretch for us. We were away 2 weeks to start the season, had our first home game this week against Georgia Southern. And then we're home for 3 more games in a row, having some conference matchups open up here against Western Kentucky and UTEP. Then we go on the road to FIU, back to Middle Tennessee, another little road game. And we don't really play Liberty until the last week of the season, and that could be a marquee matchup that we really are going to be circling on the calendar, especially this Jack State game. We need to get a revenge. And we also need to get our revenge against Liberty. And Liberty is ranked at 18th in the country right now. Also top dog probably for our conference. Projected for our conference, since we obviously know that for some reason Sam Houston State, who's not even on our schedule this year, but they are number 1 for no reason at all. But should be pretty good. But guys, that is going to end this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be seeing you guys in the next one. But until then, why don't you check out one of these videos.